Brothers, how you going? It's been a while. Sunday morning. How'd you wake up this morning? Were you grumpy? Did you feel good? Did you have a stretch and go, fuck, I feel good? Or did you wake up and go, ugh? How'd you wake up? Because that's always a sign if you're living life in your truth in the right way. Now, when I was younger, I think most mornings I woke up, I went, ugh, because I either had a hangover, or I was still stoned, or I was burnt out from excessive rock and roll, sex, drugs and rock and roll, or I'd been in a fight, or often I woke up and I went, ugh. Sometimes I woke up and I went, bleh, bleh. Shameful, isn't it? This morning I woke up and I went, ooh, I don't feel any pain. That codeine worked. Okay, only 30 milligrams, but hey, if you get a good night's sleep, a little bit of painkillers, not a bad thing, I reckon. Anyway, just checking on you, brothers, making sure you did wake up okay. The main thing out of all that is you actually did wake up this morning, because the morning will come where you don't wake up. One morning you'll be like this. And your poor old partner will be beside you, she'll turn around and she'll go, darling, and you'll be dead. If you're lucky. Oh, that's not a bad way to die in your sleep. I mean, think of how many people end up going into palliative care and just slowly get skinnier and skinnier and waste away and struggle to breathe. I can remember a guy dying beside me when I was in hospital 3.5 years ago of emphysema on the machine. And I was in ICU myself. And I got up with all these things hanging out of my body and that. And I could hardly walk, and I was really, really sick. I just had a radical prostatectomy, and I had a hematoma the size of a litre. And I'd lost 1.5 litres of blood. And I'd woken up at the end of the operation when they were closing. And it was the fucking absolute nightmare. And I woke up in pain. This guy beside me, the machine was going, doo, 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 doo. It was getting his long lines, and no nurses were coming. And I got this guy, his face was all blue around here. His lips had gone blue. He had a thing in his nose, and somebody came and they put an oxygen thing on him again, and the machine went normal. And I thought, fuck, he just got like, why is he not on oxygen all the time? This guy's, he can't breathe. Why have they not got him full time on oxygen? What's with that? And when the nurse came in, I was really sick. I said, why is old mate not on oxygen? And she said, he requested to take it off last night. It was his request. And I said, okay. So he just wants to die. Well, let him die then. Oh, we can't. Why can't you? The guy's suffering. He had emphysema and he'd been a smoker. Now, one of my patrons, a good mate for many years who supported my channel, Rick Oliver, had a long discussion with me about this smoker and how it wrecked his lungs. And I lost him recently through death. He just like, that was it, my mate gone. And a big loss, because Rick was someone always commented on everything. He was a lovely, lovely person. He was so supportive. He was an intelligent man. He helped me a lot with my old boat. He had a lot of old wooden boats, and he'd done work on them, and he always gave me counsel, and he had such a great brain. And here he was struggling in his last years. And he told me, it's my own fault, I smoked. And I said to him, Rick, I smoked, I did everything. I destroyed myself, mate, when I was younger. Luckily, I had the sense to quit reasonably early. I stopped smoking at, I think, 36. But I guess my message to you guys is, if you're young and you're watching this, just understand that whatever you're doing wrong now, whether it's diet or lifestyle, your sleep, or your stress management, or your relationships, it has a profound effect when you get to my age later on. And I know about that. So you want to wake up in the morning where you wake up and you stretch and you go, if you're really lucky, you wake up and you go, ooh, and you got someone beside you love. That's if you're really lucky. Or you might be unlucky and wake up and go, oh God, she's still here. Or he's still here. Or it's still here. We're in this woke new world now where we can't, we can identify as whatever the hell we want. So that's part of the message today. Look after yourself in your younger years, and your older years will be better. And do your own research. Don't listen to what's on media. Forget about media. Mainstream media is so controlled. It is so controlled. What you are watching on your television, your day-to-day news, is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Do your own due diligence. Talk to the professionals in the field and don't just talk to one. Talk to a wide range of people and find out as much information for yourself. Don't just sit back and let the doctors or let the bureaucrats, you know the word I'm trying to say, bureaucrats, cats or quacks? Oh, now I'm confused. Being dyslexic, my words get turned around in my head, so I get mixed up. But you know what I mean anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Do your own work, whatever it is. Oh, I'm back. My phone died. Right, I plugged it in. It died, and I got halfway through, and it's gone. Okay, I'm back. Forgot what I was up to. Now the phone's back on. Anyway, that aside, it's Sunday morning. Having me a cup of tea. Just checking on the brothers, making sure you're checking on yourself. Having a bloody good day. I hate it my phone does that. It's my own fault, didn't I? Went to bed without plugging it in. Duh. Have a great Sunday. Check on a brother and check on a sister too. And we'll see you in the next Bro Check Club video. See you later.